Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Franco Shy. Hope you guys had an amazing holiday season. And I hope 2026 is just as great and or even better as 2025 was. And today I just want to really talk to you for a second because last year everyone was asking me about stocks. Everybody was asking me about Bitcoin. Everybody was asking me what should I buy right now, but nobody wants to slow down, right? No one slowed down to ask the real question: Am I even ready for the market? And that's something that I have to do better in. Better, I have to be better at. When people come to me and talk about what stock should I buy, I should be like, did you ask yourself, are you even ready to get into the market? Because if you're on this channel or you're subscribing to this channel, like we all know that the market is volatile, right? And so you just got to ask that self question, like, man, am I ready for the market? Because before you put money into stocks, you got to put work into yourself, and that's simple as that. You got to put work into yourself, and if you don't, the market is gonna humble you fast, right? When people ask me if getting my MBA was worth it, because I went on a journey in 2020, like not a self discovery type of journey, but just a journey in general, just to finish up things that I started that I never really got the opportunity to finish because I was deployed overseas for 5 years, and my PMP, your professional project management cert, and in addition to that, I had started my MBA courses and I didn't finish. And so when I got back in 2024, I just got reintegrated and back into the system and the schooling and started working on my MBA. So people started asking me if getting my MBA was worth it. But in my mind, that's not really what they're asking me. What they're really asking is, did it actually change anything for me? Did it make anything different for me? Did it help me make better decisions? And that's the question. Isn't about school, so that question is about money. That question is those questions about investing. Those questions about life in general. You know, um, if you don't understand yourself, you're not going to understand the market. That's plain and simple, right? And the market is emotional. The market is impatient, and the market will test your discipline. And so that's what I had to, relearn in the sense when I came back in 2024. It's like, man, I gotta be more disciplined as far as finishing what I start and seeing things through. Because if you don't, or if you haven't worked on your patience, your clarity, and self control, the market just becomes a mirror. And most people don't like what they see looking back at them when they look into that mirror. So that's what I had to do, starting back in 2024 when I got back home stateside. And just making it clear, investing in yourself isn't about quotes on Instagram. It's not hype. It's not ego. It's learning how to think clearly when things get shaky, because that's what the market is going to do. It's going to get real shaky. The sooner you invest $1, it's going to go down, right? It's knowing when to move, and it's also knowing when to sit still. It's being disciplined when everything else is emotional. We had Bitcoin go to 126. I'm a Bitcoiner, as you guys know, and then it was crashed down to 78,000. It's roughly around 90 today. It's the emotional roller coaster, and that's what my MBA, those classes taught me, did for me, right? It didn't give me money, it gave me clarity. It really ironed out some rough edges of my investment thesis and how I look at the investment world in its totality. And clarity is the difference between an investor and a gambler, for sure. Let's be honest, most people don't lose money because the market is rigged. They lose money because they panic. The people panic. Oh my God, it's 80. I had a coworker who was panicking. Thank God he didn't sell any of his XRP. Uh, but he started panicking. They chasing what's hot. What about the? Man, he asked me about some coin, and I was like, no, I'm not. And, just some random, excuse my French, shit coin. I'm like, I don't know nothing about that. Oh, I heard it's going up, and I'm like, no. People chase what's hot. They buy late and they sell too early, right? And they don't really understand risk. That's not a market problem. That's a mindset problem. So I'm here trying to help people change their mindset when investing into the market. And once I really invested in myself, everything shifted. Right, getting back into school, finishing up what I started, finishing certifications, reading a lot more, and it just realigned because I had to stop chasing headlines like everyone else. I had to stop reacting to every red day. I had to stop needing quick wins. I started thinking long term. I started respecting compounding. I realized boring is actually where the money is. Boring is good. If the market is going sideways, it's good. It means we're going to be on an upward trend pretty soon. And at some point it clicked. My education, my experience, my discipline, those were my first assets. Let me say that again. My education, my experience, my discipline was my first assets because before I bought, my rental properties, before I got into the market, all I had was my education, my experience, and my discipline. So I had to shore those foundational things up before. You always got to shore up not your foundation if you're an engineer, but you already got to shore some things in the house to make everything work, right? And it just gave me the confidence to stay invested when things got ugly. It gave me the patience to sit through volatility. Gave me the mindset to play the long term game instead of folding early. It just reiterated some things that I already knew. And I don't look at stocks or cryptocurrency as a lottery ticket. I look at it as ownership, especially Bitcoin, um, and not trying to get rich quick. I'm not trying to impress anyone online. I don't care about none of those things. I'm trying to build something like long term solid. Like I always say, I'm trying to build something I can give to my kids, right? Um, and here's where people mess up. They want assets before they have discipline. So you gotta work on your discipline before anything. You gotta have some discipline because if you don't have discipline in the market, man, you'll be doing all types of stuff, right? Uh, and they want freedom before they have structure. So you have to have discipline. You have to have structure. And the real order is simple, right? The real order of things is simple. Work on yourself first, then invest in assets, your cryptocurrency, your real estate, your business, and then that time do what time does. And if you skip one of those steps, to me, investing turns into emotions, and emotion and investing costs you money, right? And no, investing in yourself doesn't always look or always mean school. I don't advise going to school if you don't have a plan. It's not a recommendation. You just don't go to school just to go to school. You go to school to do that specific profession. Like I went to school to be an engineer. I'm an engineer. All right, I went to got my MBA because I'm in upper management. And so those are kind of the criteria that you need to keep on matriculating through in my current career field. But investing means learning about you know how money really works. It means understanding risk instead of being scared of it. It means improving your skills so your income grows. It means protecting your mindset at all costs. The best portfolio in the world won't save bad habits. And so just work on those bad habits, and I can assure you that investing is easy at that point. And if you don't take anything, I want you to hear this, right? If you don't take anything from this video, I want you to hear this one thing. The market doesn't reward desperation, it rewards preparation. And preparation starts with you, right? Everyone wants assets, everyone wants freedom, everybody wants results, but nobody wants to become the person who can handle them. Assets over everything, and the first asset is yourself, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week. I catch you guys on the next video. Stay tuned for more. Franco Shy out.